Looks like it's going to be a pretty soggy night here at TIAA Bank Field. Rain showers, maybe an occasional clap of thunder supposed to continue throughout here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Bring it. Don't get nervous. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Gun.
Motion. Motion.
Gun.
Come on, boy. 51. I got you. I got you, son.
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
Chase, Steven.
54.
Five.
To throw, Cousins. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Touchdown, defense.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Hey, Ken.
90 is the Mike. Pick me up.
Cousins. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. A carry for Bryce Love, the 4th-rounder from Stanford. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Love. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. This is Love. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go deep, tighten up. Let's go deep, tighten up.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
Mariota to throw it this time. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now Mariota. He's got his man. It's Curse. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He's got Fuller. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And this is caught by Curse. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Mariota now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Motion, motion, pop, pop, pop.
On first down, here's Love. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Mariota airing one deep for Curse. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Cousins. This will be caught by Brown. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go again.
From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Zach Brown making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
A pickup of 7 there, but they'll still have 12 yards to go on third down.
54. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on
Working out of the gun, Cousins. That ball complete to Isabella. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
At the Titans' 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now Cousins. Man open. It's Goodwin. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Third and goal for Cousins. The quick slant caught, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Goodwin, his second touchdown on the season, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Marr on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a give running right is Love. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Bad news, they didn't get it on second down. The good news is they still only need about 3 or 4 inches here on third.
And the good play callers have looked at both situations. They thought to themselves, okay, this call, I pick up the first down, already ready with that call. If I don't, this is what I'm going to come back with in order to pick it up.
He's got Curse. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. 3rd and short yardage. Mariota They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. It's a gain of 4 there and gives them a new set of downs.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. It worked very well there for a first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Josh Jacobs with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and less than a yard.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, exit. Gotta do better.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission? And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack there to Jake Ryan. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man, complete. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Titans. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, 89 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. A beautiful fake. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Here's Cousins. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up third down.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
On play action, Cousins. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the interception here, Mariota. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Mariota. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 51-yard attempt.
And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And we will remain tied here in this third quarter. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Black. Bravo. 90 is the mic. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
To throw, Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, receiver.
To throw is Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Able to find Isabella. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 27-yard line. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and goal.
They come out here in the eye.
Rap. Check.
Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Cousins. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jerick McKinnon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Flushed out right. Hits his target, it's Taylor Gabriel. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
14.
Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Tennessee.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
51, Mike 51. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Mariota. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, his 2nd sack of the night. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mariota. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Come on now, let's go.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now McKinnon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
At the 46-yard line.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Mike 5-4.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So after the run by McKinnon, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Cousins now. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cousins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Here's Mariota. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 16.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So this will be